Good morning, everybody. My name is Shoshana Gross. I am the manager of major events with the Ohio Restaurant Association, and today is our government affairs dose. So today we are speaking with Todd Bowen. Hi, Todd.
Hi, Shoshana.
Todd, of course, is the managing director of our external affairs department, government affairs, and external affairs, I guess. So welcome and thank you for always being here to talk to us about what is going on at the various levels of government.
Absolutely, glad to be here.
So I know that we have coming up a very important conference with the National Restaurant Association, and that you wanted to talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, thanks, Shoshana. So for those of you who follow our daily memo, you will know that we have been talking about the Public Affairs Conference for some time. And yesterday in our memo, we really did a great job of laying out kind of some of the things we've fought for over the last year. So this morning, I just wanted to take an opportunity to say how and why do we fight for these things? And specifically, how can you add your voice in the work that we're doing every day? And the simplest way to do that, and so many restaurant folks, Shoshana, have done this over the course of this last year. They just get involved, they join our conference calls with elected officials, they get on our Zoom meetings, they write letters, and that makes a huge difference. When I talk to an elected official and tell them what a restaurant person cares about, that's wonderful, they listen. But when they hear directly from restaurant people, that makes an even bigger difference. So the next way that everybody that's watching this can get involved is register for the Public Affairs Conference. So this is something that the National Restaurant Association does and every state restaurant association does. And in a normal year, we would be going to Washington, D.C. We'd be in a conference room with 400 or 500 restaurateurs from around the country. And we would have speakers come in and talk to us. And then we would go to Capitol Hill. We would visit with lawmakers in their offices. This year, it's going to be virtual. The primary day is going to be April 20th. And the National Restaurant Association is going to put on a day. And they are very committed to doing some dynamic meetings. And you can register for that. And you want to go to conference.restaurantsact.com. If you missed that when I said it, it's in our memo every day. We'll shout it out on our social media. There'll be plenty of opportunities for you to see it. But it's for an ORA member, it's only $50 to register. So I would say, even if you don't know right now that you can commit the whole day, go and register, because then you will get every email about what's going on at the conference, and you'll be able to jump in and add your voice when you're able to throughout the day. So go register. And for a member, it's PAFC member is the code that gets you that $50 member code. And then we're going to set up the rest of that week some virtual Capitol Hill visits with our Ohio members of Congress. And once you register for the conference, then I'll know that you're interested, and I'll make sure that you're included in those Capitol Hill visits. So I really encourage everybody, don't wait, figure out your calendar, just go ahead, get registered, get that done today.
Fantastic. So the first day, that April 20th day, that's a lot of content for folks learning about how to engage at the government level, how to engage with public officials. Is that right?
Absolutely. It's how to engage, and then what are going to be some of the issues going forward in the next Congress, workforce development, immigration, some other things, kind of obviously still some COVID issues, but some post-COVID issues, what really matters to restaurant folks, and what are some of the best ways we can talk about that with our elected officials.
Fantastic. So get yourself registered. We'll put the link in the description of this daily dose as well. And you can always check out our daily memo. Obviously, if you're not signed up, you should be. So make sure to get signed up for that. It's actually going to be a weekly memo starting this week, soon.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we have, of course, a few other things going on other than the Public Affairs Conference. So what is happening at the State House right now, Todd?
Yeah, so at the State House, we are actively testifying on a couple of bills that would give some additional relief. This will be still some leftover CARES Act dollars the state has, and some other dollars that they've been able to utilize specifically for the hospitality community. And we've actively been down testifying on those bills. And I'm very hopeful that those will pass very soon. And another bill we've testified on is one that would make sure that the tax treatment on Paycheck Protection Program that was favorable at the federal level will also translate at the state level. So that's really what we've been focused on at the state level specifically.
Excellent. And we have the Rescue Act coming through.
Yeah, so as part of the America's Rescue Plan, and specifically the Restaurant Revitalization Fund, and we're looking for directives from the SBA on how that will be implemented. So, continue to look for that. As the SBA rolls out those rules, we'll make sure that you are the first to know through our daily memo and other communications.
And we'll be seeing that hitting at the local level as well, correct?
Absolutely. So some of the dollars that the federal government is making available to cities to help with their coronavirus relief efforts, we are already talking to our city council folks and saying, hey, that dollars that is allocated to help businesses recover, remember the hospitality was the industry and the community really hit the hardest, and make sure that you allow some of those grants to help your hospitality businesses, not just get back to stability, but really be there to thrive and bring that vibrancy back to the communities that we know is so important. I'm speaking today to a group of Cincinnati restaurant owners and operators. We're going to talk about how the DORA will bring some more folks downtown. We're having conversations every day with our local elected officials to say, speak positively about bringing workers back into the offices as soon as that is appropriate, about travel and tourism and how important the hospitality community is to your city, because that makes a big difference. We're all feeling like things are getting a little better, but to get to where they were and where we want them to be is a broad effort, and the local leaders and local restaurateurs matter to that. And then another way you can get involved, we're going to have, as part of our local restaurant alliances, we're going to be continuing to do those in March, April, and May. The next one is with Hamilton County Commissioner Denise Driehaus, and that's on March 30th. So that is up, and you can get registered for that even today. So I would really encourage folks to do that. And then the last thing, Shoshana, I got my shot yesterday. So my first shot, very thrilled with that. And we know that how important people getting their vaccinations are to allowing us to get back to normal. So one of the things I would say, let us know. We know so many restaurants are doing things to encourage that, not just their employees to get registered, but they're talking positively about it in their social media. And we've even seen a couple of stories about restaurants, bars doing some cool things like specials for folks if you bring in your vaccination card. So if you're doing any of that fun stuff, let us know. We'll shout it out in our social media and really make sure that our state leaders and the public know how much the hospitality community is behind getting Ohioans vaccinated and getting back to normal, because we are all looking forward to a normal summer.
Absolutely. Great. Well, thank you, Todd, for the rundown on everything that's going on. And there's some action items in there for everybody. So we'll make sure to get you all of that information. Of course, you can always go to ohiorestaurant.com to find out what's happening.
Awesome.
Sorry.
Thanks, Shoshana.
Ohio.org. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.